cuando empecé como a canalizar información que llegaba al comienzo. Era como que todavía no había una conexión con la divinidad.
Sí.
Entonces yo simplemente recibía mensajes que no sabía de dónde venían. Y un día estábamos viviendo en unas termas, también en una especie de comunidad, y el mensaje era: no hay tiempo. Y yo, la mamá loca, se levanta un día y: niños, no hay tiempo, no hay tiempo. ¿Cuáles son todos los mensajes? Porque no hay tiempo. Y yo dije: quizás me voy a morir o algo va a pasar, que no hay tiempo. Y entonces fue una semana que yo veía a alguien y yo sabía que si estaba esa persona es porque había mensaje. Entonces decía: ya, rápido, ¿cuáles son los mensajes de dar y recibir? Porque no hay tiempo, no hay tiempo. Y un día hago una meditación y el mensaje era: no hay tiempo, no hay más tiempo. Time does not exist, so you have the eternity.
Yeah, true.
And it
Não há tempo. Você entendeu o que ela falou? Ela falou assim que ela recebeu uma mensagem que assim, não tem mais tempo, não tem mais tempo.
No hay tiempo.
Sim, não há tempo. Translate to português. Não tem tempo. E ela pensou que era assim: não temos mais tempo. Mas ela não estava ao certo que estava acontecendo, e ficou uma semana meio que desesperada, mas aí ela falou assim, que não tem tempo para a eternidade. Né? Não se conta tempo. O tempo é o tempo, mas não se conta.
Sim.
Yeah. Pero se não há tempo, não? Porque o tempo lá passou. Temos no futuro.
Pero tenemos solo acá y ahora.
Sí, en futuro también, ¿no? ¿O no?
No sabemos.
Sí.
It's only here and now.
Sim.
E o que vocês te gostaram? Que foi a caminhada que hizo sozinha, solo 20 anos atrás, e agora como mamá de 2? Que espiritualmente viniste isso de diferença?
La que hice 20 años atrás fue sola.
Sí.
Fue para encontrarme conmigo mismo. Ni siquiera fue... Agarré un libro, Camino a Santiago de Compostela, ¿qué es esto? Y tenía un año, en Europa vine a trabajar a un centro de esquí, no sabía qué hacer el resto. Y veo este libro, un mes caminando desde Francia al Pirineo, qué bonito. Y comencé. Y ahí vino el cambio que te decía de antes y después, de sacar todos los por si acaso.
Sí. Ya hablamos, si acaso pasa eso, si acaso, yeah.
Just in case I fall, just in case it's cold, just in case. Siempre vamos a tener lo que necesitamos en ese momento.
Siempre hay alguien para extender las manos, ¿no?
Sí, y si estamos en el lugar y el momento preciso, todo el universo se encarga. Y ahí,
a veces estamos en un lugar preciso, pero no lugar correcto, ¿no?
Sí.
Pero hay que pasar por eso.
Porque es donde queremos estar, pero no donde el mensaje dice que tenemos que estar. Nosotros creemos que tenemos que estar ahora, no sé, en la casa, porque está la piscina, porque están los amigos, pero el mensaje es de estar acá ahora. Entonces todo fluye, porque es lo correcto. Y este viaje, bueno, llevo 20 años diciendo: el camino se hace solo, nunca salió con alguien, solo. Y ahora recibimos este mensaje de ir con los niños al Camino a Santiago de Compostela. Y al principio fue difícil, comenzamos con nuestro amigo, con Filip.
En Lisboa.
Sí, y un día fuimos en la comunidad, no salimos nunca, no vemos tanta gente, pero un día nos invitaron a una jam session, una celebración de unos amigos que cumplían un año en su casa. Y era, no sé, 5 kilómetros de la comunidad. Imagínate, un año en la casa y ni siquiera habíamos ido a conocer su casa, en verdad no salimos. Y ese día sentimos de ir. Y todo fluyó, nos pasaron a buscar y de regreso la fiesta empezó tarde y yo le digo a los niños, ¿sabes qué? Confiemos, disfrutemos y nos vamos a ir caminando. Y yo no sé si algún día voy a hacer el camino Santiago de Compostela con ustedes, pero hoy día vamos a peregrinar estos 5 kilómetros a casa.
Sí.
Fue maravilloso y ahí...
¿Estaba acá en Lisboa?
No, en casa,
En España.
en la Alpujarra. Y ahí decidimos hacer este camino. Y Maite lo veía en una mula. Ella todavía ve una peregrinación con mula. Que no encontramos la mula en este camino, quizás viene. Y a los 20 días estábamos caminando.
Los tres.
Y claro, el llamado era de hacerlo los tres y lo hicimos con nuestro amigo, con Felipe, y no, en la mitad del camino fue de sentir que era algo realmente de los tres, para prepararnos quizás para estar juntos y agrandar la familia, pero que ahora era un viaje de los tres. Y él entendió, confió y ahora está dando vueltas por ahí esperando que el mensaje sea que...
Quando empezaram a caminhar, empezaram a caminhar como pensando no final como 700 kilómetros ou não, solo está mañana, mañana y se fue.
Nunca no vimos los kilómetros, hasta que no veíamos peregrinos tampoco. O sea,
Hasta esta Porto.
Sí, muy pocos. A veces, las primeras veces era, mamá, mira, alguien con mochila, como nosotros. Ellos pensaban que era otra de las ideas locas de la mamá de ir a caminar. Pero después se iban dando cuenta que había un sentido, que la gente, que era normal, el recorrido, que habían flechas, que era... Ustedes no sé qué esperaban del viaje.
¿Qué te esperaba, Pablo, del viaje?
Yo no sabía nada. Yo pensaba que solo íbamos a tener mochila y ir con coches.
¿Con coches?
Sí.
Con coches pasando al lado, ¿no?
No, solo...
Autostop.
Sí.
Cuando empezó un día, ¿qué disfrutaste
¿Y ahora qué piensas de camino hasta ahora?
Sí, muy bien. El primer día teníamos mucha energía, ¿no, Aite? Sí. Y estábamos corriendo con la mochila, para adelante, para atrás. Pero después, ahora, sí.
Si quisiera hablar en inglés o en castellano, español o otra lengua, se puede. Menos que nosotros no hablamos alemán,
Portugués.
francés no puede, alemán no puede. Pero if you want to talk in English, it's okay. If you talk sometimes, to me, my native language is Portuguese, but I'm losing my native language. And sometimes the words, I don't remember what the words is in Portuguese anymore. And sometimes I feel comfortable to talk in English than in Portuguese.
Remember, I could never shout to them and be upset in Spanish. Immediately when I was upset, it was the monster was in English.
Oh yeah? Today we have a bad experience in the morning. Very bad experience.
Today?
Yeah. We decided to go to the church, right? To go to the mass. But my feet was paying a lot. And I said, let's take a taxi and we go there. And normally I'm very generous because I know I can help a lot of people. And this one come back to me to help a lot of people more. And then I think about, the guy is gonna get a little few money, but they're gonna put more money for the tax because I know this. Sometimes you are 3 hours to go to make one for 2 years, right? And then when we talk to him, right, we're gonna go to the church. He immediately turned back and say stop and say, hey, I'm sick, I can't. And he didn't know, and still then I'm so sorry, but I lose my control and start to yell at him. Say, I do have money to pay you. I'm not refusing to pay you. I can pay what you want. But please let me go there. And he goes there, and one time, then he tried to make the car, and then stop beside us, open the door. I said, no, I'm not gonna go this bad energy. And then she said, calm down. Anyways, and what did you enjoy, Pablo, the most in the trip?
Having my backpack.
Having your backpack, it's emotion, right? I remember when I was Boy Scout, and my parents, my father bought a backpack. We feel as a Superman, right? You have, I'm gonna put everything there, and with your backpack, what you are bringing, then you think about, oh, I should not bring this one because this one is making heavy, and I'm not using that. Did you bring something
No.
so far? No use at all, everything.
Almost. Yeah. Oh.
And what you'd like to bring in your backpack, and you didn't bring because it's heavy?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
It's good. It's good. I like it a lot.
Every time when we leave home,
Mm,
well, home is here,
yeah.
but when we leave the yurta, the house, we said, be ready to let go everything.
Okay.
So there is always a possibility that you never come back here. So
Yeah.
just let go.
Yeah.
Because if there is a present in China, we stay there. We are not going to come back for the Rubik cube. So like we just let go, and that
And-
helps a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot easy.
Pablo, ¿hiciste amistad con otros chicos y chicas en el camino?
Sí, mucho.
Muchos. ¿Y qué te parece ellos cuando compara la vida de ellos con tu vida? ¿Qué te parece cuando la vida de esos chicos que eles hablan a vos o están a brincar con ustedes por divertirse? ¿Qué comparación vos tenés con ellos?
How do you compare yourself with, for example, the school party in the park?
Yeah, those are things.
Yeah. So which differences do you see on their way of living and yours?
Well, they go to school. They
But they don't speak many languages as you do.
no. They don't climb trees.
They don't climb trees.
I used to climb a tree a lot. Look here, oh my mark. So look, I always have
Yeah, look
issues.
at me.
I have one here.
Look at me.
Look this one here. It's a goiaba. Look here. It's a goiaba tree, and I have a
Wow.
house. And I
Javana.
yeah, guava. And I try to get there when I go down. There is a part for the tree make one crash here.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
really, what you said, these kind of kids today, they don't climb tree, right? They don't make go here, make holes to play around, etc. Right?
They're just on the school reading.
Yeah.
But it was very special. That day we received the message that we just left the house where we slept. It was a house of a beautiful family, and like most of the time they said, no, stay here as long as you want, it's so beautiful. And we said, no, we go.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. We always left, we wanted to stay, so
Yeah.
we never escaped.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
leave only a place when we wish to stay.
Yeah. Oh.
If
Nice.
not, that means that there is a lesson that we haven't learned. There is something that it will come again.
Yeah.
And we said, no, it's time to go. And it was very special because like 4 kilometers after, we are full of energy, and we feel to stop there in that park. And we just anchored there.
Mhm.
And then started arriving a lot of children. It was the last day of school, so it was a big party. And it was full of little children. And we said, well, what is to do here? And there was the music. They had a guitar. I saw a guitar. And I never thought I could play guitar. And like 1 year ago, I just took the guitar and a friend showed me some things, and I started playing. And he said, "This is this is a miracle." And I said, "Yeah, so there is a reason that I have this gift. It's living now." And I went to the teacher, and I said, "Can I use your guitar?" And they were like sheep. Like I started playing a mantra that was very easy, and immediately I said, "Do you want to learn it?" And they all in the same time, "Yes." And I said, "But this is so easy." I said, "Okay, first part this, and go." In 10 minutes they knew the thing. They are so used to learn by memory.
By ear, right?
And
And you guys, the kids make meditation as well. Meditation looks like
do you
you?
meditate?
Yeah.
What when you are make the meditation? What
Well,
do you think? Where your brain flows?
in the trees.
The trees. You love trees. I 1 week before I came here, I met these guys. This guy, he told me he passed away and he back. When he back, he could not talk and he could not walk. And then he started to talk. And then he started to walk. But he was about 40 years older or more. And then when he was talking, he was not able to walk at the same time, or talk or walk. And it happened, then he back to drive cars. And when he back to drive or talk or drive, he could not do. And he get the evolution. But God one time, he said something for me, that I was able to see message, to see people not here, people who pass away, but it's over here, right? And then he told me, I never heard this one before. There is some soul, they protect the nature. The soul passed away many, many years ago, 10,000 years ago. They are here. One protects the tree, another protects another tree for the human person, human being, not to come here and cut. I never heard this one before. And I say, what is this? I say, this one is for the nature. God put this one for here for the protect the nature. And they're so angry when people go here and start to put the down, and they are so desesperated. And he said one day he was in one cabin in the middle of the woods, and people in the cabin he was there start to get scared because somebody was watching us and watching them. And he said the people said there is no people outside. And then he came there and said, "No, I figured out. They are scared. You guys go there here and destroy the nature here. They are protecting that part." And when you said about the tree, immediately I make this connection. What I got this learned this one 1 week before I got here. Yeah. I used to love the tree as well. I used to play a lot and jump the tree in the water. Have you jumped the tree in the water? I sometimes have a tree in a river or lake, and you go to the tree and jump in the water. Have you tried that one or not?
No.
No? One you find is going to be very nice because you climb the tree and jump the water.
Well, what you do in Casamaya pool is not the tree, but it's the stones
Oh,
on
yeah.
the side of the tree.
We have like a hill
Yeah.
because it's in the mountains, the swimming pool, and there are rocks, and we climb up. Like how many meters?
3.5.
Like 3.5 meters.
Oh, wow.
And then there's like a fig tree holding the where we can step. And then from there I jump in the swimming pool.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, and you see, you are guys in barefoot, and we are wearing tennis shoes. I don't know if he could do this one, but I'm so proud that you guys could make the Camino with barefoot or bare minimum, because you see my feet, right? And yeah.
I learned it not long time ago that everything that we see is because it's meant to be. marisco. No sabía por qué, no tienen nada especial. En Chile están las centollas más lindas y acá vamos a un restaurante, vemos lo que ofrecían, los precios y dije, no, ¿por qué? ¿Cuál es el mensaje? Y un día vamos caminando y estaban limpiando estos percebes en la calle, porque era al congelo, entonces lo estaban haciendo ahí. Y dije, le digo a los chicos, tengo que comer marisco. Y me dice, pero ahí hay un vivero. Voy al vivero, que era retroceder como 900 metros y así, a veces por 3 metros, retroceder 3 metros, lo pensamos 3 veces.
Nosotros hablamos lo mismo de retroceder, ¿no?
Y no, yo nunca lo hice. Y estaba cerrado el vivero. Y veo al lado de la cámara fría una bolsa tenía, no sé, 2 centollas, 2 crabs, así, y más grande. Era exacto lo que yo hubiese querido, lo que se lo había dicho a ellos. Y llego y estaba, yo creo que lo habían dejado ahí porque ya no iba a estar, estaban muriendo. Entonces cuando abrieran al otro día ya no iban a estar buenos. Y los cogí y dije, esto es para mí.
Sí, claro.
Y me voy y ya estaba llegando arriba y pasa la camioneta que es del vivero. Y dije, no voy a regresar. Y lo muestro y le hago así la bolsa y lo miró y me hizo, qué bien, como, qué bueno.
Claro.
Y regreso y dije, bueno, ahora, ¿qué hacemos con todo esto? ¿Dónde lo cocinamos? No sé, preguntemos en un restaurante. Y con las moscas llegando, imagínate caminar con los crabs. Y pasan, no sé, no pasaron 500 metros y sale un chico de una casa y le digo, hola, tengo que cocinar esto. Y es como si nos hubiese estado esperando. Y dice, sí, vengan. Nos lleva a la casa de otro chico, había una piscina y dice, báñense mientras los cocinamos. Lo cocina y llega el otro que tenía la mano quemada, muy profundo, hace mucho tiempo. Le digo, ¿puedo tomar tu mano? Y algo pasó. Hubo una aceptación de sanación del colectivo. Fue algo que fue por medio de él, pero era algo. Y luego de eso fue como tan natural, como la certeza de que todo estaba bien. Y terminó y nos trae la bolsa cerrada y me dice, toma, ahí está. Yo le digo, pero comámoslo juntos. Y me dice, no. Y el amigo dice, él tiene que estar a las 4 en el doctor por chequearlo. Y el otro lo mira y le dice, pero ya no necesito un doctor. Y el otro dice, no, pero vamos a ir igual. Y dijo, bueno, voy a ir, pero esa era la razón del marisco al final. Y luego llegamos a comerlo en la playa y los comimos, los disfrutamos, pero ya sentíamos que había pasado esa gana. Entonces cuando yo era...
Y hemos comido lleno de mosca.
Sí, luego empezaron a llegar las moscas.
Porque la naturaleza, ¿no?
Sí,
la mosca es la naturaleza.
Empezó a
¿No te gusta mosca?
En la mitad de la comida llegaron las moscas y era como decir, ya fue la misión de los mariscos, sigan caminando. Y fue tan claro. Entonces, yo cuando ellos eran pequeños, yo sentía de que fueran sin zapatos, entonces era como una loca. Estaban con Dios, sáquense los zapatos, aprendan a poner los pies duros, es importante. Y ahora veo que todas las veces que grité y que fui bruja, era porque era otro timeline. No era necesario que lo aprendieran en ese momento, yo solo estaba viendo que iba a suceder, porque it was meant to be like that. Entonces ahora, antes estaba tratando de aprender a enojarme en español, ahora intento delete. Sí, y solo va a ocurrir en el momento preciso y ahora los veo caminando sin zapatos naturalmente y that was a beautiful learning, that everything that we really want, and if we see that if it is from the heart, it's because it's meant to be, and it will happen, but then we just let it go, and it will come in the right time. That was a beautiful learning of this trip. And
And the message.
What the message
for the world?
For the war or for the... Do you know it's having war?
Para o mundo.
I don't know if they know about the war in Russia.
Yes,
and
we
the
know.
people killing another human being in the U.S. using guns and what you're feeling for that?
That is not necessary.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. We suffered enough already in life. And Jesus is not hanging in the cross of the church. Jesus is inside of everyone.
Have you seen the movie Fatima?
No,
No.
well, we saw it alive in Fatima.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
a satire of
Yeah.
spirituality.
Yeah. There is the Fatima, right? The Lúcia and Jacinta and Francisquinho. They start to sing the Fatima, and one of the secrets was the war, and she said, please, God is waiting for you guys, pray for the stop the wars. A lot of people is dying there, and now we are kind of passing here, right? And they go to the first war, stop it, but the second war they could not avoid with the prayers. And one of my prayer during the days was the victims have to leave the house and not, we don't know to come back here and leave their life behind because of the war, right? It was sad.
Our trip started going easier from the moment I thought about this and now that we have this kind of prayer every morning, like thanks God, or we don't get scared of when we say God. It's not any religion. It can be Gaia, the universe.
Yeah.
So thanks that we can only be in the right place at the right time, following the divine plan. So to serve, we are just and then it's so easy, to let go survival mode and to be in creative mood and just allow that what we feel, we go for it. And it's so beautiful that God takes all the background and then just go.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
we have time.
Ah, you have time.
No,
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there is no time.
There's no
No
time.
time. There's no time. Yeah.
You know, I always this way, right? You have planned something, but when one stuff is very interesting, it's because another one is not interesting, right?
yes.
And this conversation is very, very interesting. Go ahead.
For example, my life as well changed when the day how to approach the children. And, well, it's very beautiful. We can say that I spend a lot of time with them. But anyway, I'm never with them. They're always playing, like I said. So this trip, it has been, I said, the biggest gift was to hold your hand for hours during the day. I was in heaven. We are just knowing each other. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And one day the message was like the systems. I started not liking the money. I said I don't like money anymore, and I was liking a lot of looks. I studied hotel management. I love to ski and to scuba diving and sailing, and I went around the world a few times, just being volunteering. I remember my first lesson of scuba diving. It was an old master, and before starting, he said, "Never make your life out of scuba diving, because then it's a job." And I took it for life, so I never worked in something I didn't like. I was looking. They always said, "You don't look for a job, you look for the job." So I was going to a super nice hotel, work only from 6 to 8 in a very fine restaurant. So with the tips, I traveled for
But
years.
you enjoy alone, right?
Uh-huh.
But you enjoy that 2 hours or whatever. You don't have anybody you
so
love.
Beautiful, and working with beauty. When I remember when I was working in cruises, people was trying to make the money, and I was at the beach the whole day, and I was choosing the jazz bar, and I was doing it with so much love that I had all the best sellers of everything. And then one time the message was like okay, yeah, I don't use the money, so I use the truck. I give you this, you give me this, but it's not money. But it was the same sensation. And then I understood that the sharing system, it means that if I receive from you, then it doesn't mean that I need to give you the equivalent of them. And that is it's like a trap, like the Gregorian time, the Gregorian dates. It is impossible to be, how can I know that in 1 month I can be there at 9:30? We are here now, and if I am sure it's because it's meant to happen. I don't use the clock, and I have to travel a lot to the airport when they go, and we are always on time or 2 minutes earlier because it's meant to be.
Okay.
And then I understand that something very strange happened. I had money, I had a bed and breakfast in Bruges. It was only 2 rooms, but very luxurious. It was 40 square meters each, and it was like physically like a room just growing in money, but I didn't know how to spend it.
Yeah.
And they were born in Bruges. And then, well, we lived for many years with that money, and then I couldn't spend it, and I was going to, for example, to the restaurant. We had the message, we go to the restaurant and we ask, do you have food left? And we saw the happiness of the people receiving us and preparing the table, and it was so beautiful. And I was asking for food in the restaurant, and then making a deposit of 1,000 euros to the family in Beneficio to buy food for all the children. But I was not spending it myself. The message was to go in a like missioner and to allow the people to give.
Yeah.
And that has been very beautiful, to trust and do that and change life.
Yeah, my personal life history about the travels, I started traveling back in 1997. At that time, I traveled 2 weeks, and then back weekend home and traveling 2 weeks more. And but I didn't say nice hotel because it was the factories, our cement factory was it was far away from the cities. They have the factory accommodation, but it's okay. But sometimes the weekends I used to go to some place over there. It's beautiful, it's a magical. But I was by my own. I could not share with somebody. You know, share moments for me is very important. And then I started as well, right? Traveling. Yesterday I joked them and say, not joke, I tell the truth. This kind of hotel, when I work today, is this kind, but I am by my own, right? You 6 o'clock, close the door, still there, studying or doing something. For another one, for me, it's luxury, but for me, in my mind, it's one bed and a shower, what I need to be for prepare another day for work. It's a little kind of work, different work you do work more in the natural, working in industry, but we are spending the time, right? The time you have the lifetime, you are spending this time in different ways. It's remarkable for me. Can share your happiness is no money buy that. No money buy that one.
And well, from when this time in Bruges,
Which bar?
and well, when we have this hostel in Bruges, like making more or less 100 euro per hour, because at the end I was pushing the booking, being in the room. I didn't take reservation for less than 2 nights, so it was that. And then when I massage, and I said I would never do for less, and then it happened, and we are here.
Yeah.
You know, and all the other people were
Suffering,
healed.
yeah.
And
Yeah, yesterday for me was very hard day. Guess what the hardest day for me for yesterday. To arrive here was painful, very painful. And yeah, and I guess to close, we try to get this message for different countries. We're gonna put he has a channel about his trip, what he did in France by bicycle for the Camino de Santiago for France by bicycle, and now he's recording some move. That one idea everything came to see. It looks like a deer, right? It is because it is. It's super important when you say, right, the time you have with your kids, even though they're around you, but you don't have them for you 100% of the time as you have, right? And when you see the population of the mom and the parents, they have the kids close to them because they need to go to work and leave the school and have very small time relationship. I had one partner, and he always said, if I can ask God, I would have a special kid that you depend on for everything, because then I know I can care, I can protect, I can care everything. It does mean when you said to have their kids for 24 hours for a few days, and that image from Rudolph was when my partner came to me, and I would say, why you need that? And say, Mama, I know he said, you are not the father, you don't have this feeling, you don't know how it is feeling. But as a parent, we love our kids close to each other. This way is a way for I have my kids close to me 24 hours by day. Right? And
well, I can say about that. At the beginning of the trip, I saw the guy. Mama was the guy, and I started like talking. I see that Mama needs to be famous. That we will do something together as a family. And I see a lot of looks. For me, looks is to swim in the alberca, with water of the source. And here,
This is looks.
yes.
look,
And now, for example, to flush the toilet to see that the water comes has been treated. For me, to do the toilet and then flush again, another treatment and go to the sea, it's terrible. It's not nice. But I see that is a lot coming, and we just bless it, and it is right. And then I started getting crazy, like there is no time, like I have the children for me, so maybe God sent this message. The moment we mind it, it's always at the end. It's like a movie. We see that it's funny, and I said I need to give all the knowledge I have, all the knowledge I will talk about abundance, about this, about that. And then I saw that the only thing that we can give them, is to listen.
Yeah.
And we saw that most of the families who receive us, they all have something very specific. Two of them, the daughter was going to marry soon. They were preparing the wedding. Another one and none of them had immediate children, and all the mothers were pushing the daughters and the son to have children. The wedding we said, let them go. Y al final era tan fácil como escuchar, sentarse y escuchar. Y la gente se da cuenta que está todo acá. Y eso es lo único importante al final.
Y para los chicos de viajar con mamá y con hermana, ¿qué está pasando? ¿Qué está gustando? ¿Qué te gusta de eso? The time you are spending with your sister, your mom, what you are enjoying
With my sister, I like to play.
to play with her.
Yeah.
But I saw you play yesterday. You are taking advantage of her, but the little bag he bought the food inside this lock.
Paquete, estava ela...
Inside, remember you put the lock box?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put there and put the code, and she didn't know that.
Acendeira.
I used to have when I was working, I make this client friendship, and they are two brothers. One was so skinny, another one is chubby, but you knew another one. They are 2 or 3 years apart, but you knew another one. In one part, the chubby guy gonna be bigger. The other guys, okay, now I did everything there, and it happens. You have to think about that one, right? She can be in a few years more higher than you, taller than you, stronger than you, or the worst, smarter than you. and how if your mom, if this having this time to your mom just for you, for your sister, what do you have as a feeling for that?
I like to be with her.
Yeah. What's the difference in the community you live when she needs to do stuff she aren't not 100% together with you, and now she's 100% with you? What's the difference?
That doesn't happen.
Does not? But
No.
she needs to go to the plant, right? She needs to go work
Yeah,
a little bit.
When she's at the plants, we are playing with the friends.
Ah, okay. And are you missing your friends from there?
Yes.
Yeah. If you could bring you one of them, who's gonna bring? And why?
Another one.
Another one?
No.
Why?
Because I like to play with them where they are.
Or they are not bring to the trip. You think this trip should be good for them as well?
Maybe.
And what you're learning in this trip in terms of different society that you live there in the community and outside you see our kids, they live, what's the difference you think about your community is much better to live?
What is for you better to live in the nature in the community, better than living the traditional system?
What do you mean? What is better?
Yeah, which advantage do you see to live like we live
Well,
when we are not traveling, when we are at home?
much
Climbing
nicer
trees?
there.
Besides of climbing
Yeah,
trees.
besides of climbing the tree.
Well, we are in the nature 24 hours. And we are all day running, and in the city we cannot. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
And can you say for us the traditionals, you cross a lot of pilgrims, right? They say buen camino, buen camino, buen camino. Can you guys say buen camino in each language you speak? Saying buen camino in German, they say buen camino in Spanish, buen camino in French, buen camino, whatever the language you.
I will try.
Okay, look there, and say, because you see there,
Yeah.
you see behind there, you see how many kids is there?
Yes.
How many they have? Millions. And we have to send this message for them, for the listeners. This Camino is very important. whatever the time, they can see now and then can do this one 30 years after. The first time I heard about the Camino was about 1992, about 30 years ago. I have even an idea in that time, in my mind, they say, okay, how going to stop 30 days, in this case was France, 30 days, and have to pay my ticket, 30 days without working. It's not for me, and it happened, but that one was my mind. And then I would say ask for you, say, Buen Camino, for all the kids you are seeing there in the language, you both can say Buen Camino, the language you know, you learned, and about the Buen Camino. Look the camera and say there.
Portuguese first, no?
Portuguese, let's try Portuguese. Portuguese,
A Maite.
Bom
Bom
caminho.
camino.
Caminho.
Camino.
Yeah, bom caminho.
And then buen camino.
Mm.
Good way.
Mm.
Non, is it bon voyage?
Oh, bon chemin.
Bon chemin. I don't know. I don't know.
Dutch. I mean, we take out the I don't know.
I only know those.
Choose. No, Netherlands.
Goeiedag.
I would.
She can talk as well for your friends. There, motivate them, then bring their family to do this one, right?
Give a message to your.
She's shy. Don't worry, it's okay.
I would say to when we released and let go all symbols and all symbols and all time, and I would say un camino de la vida here and now, because the camino is happening here and now wherever we are meant to be, and to trust, and if you have a goal in life, follow it. The universe will do the rest.
Yeah, it's true.
Vamos fazer uma foto?
Ok.